Hi there, Lee Farnell, Leading Your Best Life, and I want to talk to you here about sales process, converting, having way better quality conversations with prospects so that you win way more than your fair share of the business, where you get really good at generating business so you can turn the tap on and off so you're in control. Listen up. Welcome back. Look, this came out of a coaching call I did this morning with one of my clients, and we went through a meeting. We debriefed and deconstructed a meeting he had with a prospective client, and the client had a problem that he wanted fixed, but my client walked out without getting the business. I'm not happy with that. As a coach, let's drill down, be willing to be open and vulnerable and go, well, let's take a look at what you did and what you said. And needless to say, this person, and he reverted to type. He reverted to personality. His personality is the Lord profile, and the Lord profile is very much into systems, is very much into authority and power and control. And he went into giving the customer answers, telling them what they should do, as if he was like a school teacher, versus being a buying facilitator. I said, until the person is a client, you are not in the business of telling them what they should do. At that point, they barely know you from a bar of soap. So your rapport level, your connection level, your positioning, all of these things need to be done before you start giving advice as if they're going to go, oh, I'm so glad he scolded me on what I should have done. Needless to say, the client said, let me think about it and I'll get back to you. And he didn't get back. Now, have you ever been in that situation where the client's gone, or the prospect, is not a client, has gone, let me think about it and I'll get back to you. And you've walked out going, oh, they're thinking about it. No, they've already decided not to buy from you, but you have not flushed out the objection. You haven't asked what we call the hard questions. In fact, you haven't asked enough questions, and that's where we have a whole system called POMVIC, P-O-M-V-I-C. It's an acronym for a sales process, a methodology to truly understand the client's problems and to truly understand the client's desired outcomes and opportunities. And it's a process that we've actually helped people right around the world in over 20 different countries use to create a sales system, to create a sales playbook that makes a massive difference. It also means you have way better quality conversations with clients, and your people are trained to ask what we call the hard questions. And we say they're only hard questions because they haven't practiced asking them. Not the least of which is, what is it you want? Why do you want it? What is it costing you at the moment by not having what you want? How long has this been going on for? How serious are you about fixing it? What are you looking for in a provider or supplier to solve that problem? Why would you want to buy from us and not someone else? Why would you want to buy today and not in 6 months from today? In other words, you are asking, in fact, it's Socratic. You are asking educare, you are adducing the answers, you are facilitating buying versus telling. We say telling isn't selling. The Lord getting up on his podium and preaching is not selling. It's asking questions. And you probably even had a different experience to me talking to you or at you or with you versus asking questions. What we know is, and NLP talks about this, a question hooks the mind. A question creates an unresolved loop. A question gets the prospect or the person you're talking to go internal, to check. And you're literally educare, Socrates, tell them nothing, educe. Galileo said you cannot teach a person anything, you can only help them discover for themselves. And what you're looking to do in the buying process is to facilitate a buying decision. You're looking to facilitate that buying process. And there's a journey, an internal and an intellectual and a mathematical journey you need to take people on. And there's a science to this. And when you learn it and you train your people in it, not only do your customers have a much greater experience, but you truly discover their needs. And in many cases, you end up with a bigger contract, you end up with a bigger sale. I literally had it on a Zoom call I did yesterday. People, I think they were looking, my person told me, the agent told me they were looking for a number of coaching sessions with their people, with their sales team. I asked a series of POMVIC questions, and at the end of it, it became very clear they needed way more than just coaching sessions. They wanted training, they wanted coaching, they wanted mentoring, they wanted their systems to be evaluated, they wanted their lead generation to be evaluated. And so instead of it being a few $1,000s, it's actually multiples of tens of thousands of dollars. So Mark Antonio, in one of the testimonials from DMD Storage Group, when I first taught them this years ago, said, we thought we had a $5,000 storage solutions sale. When we went back and asked the questions, we ended up with a $25,000 storage solution sale. In other words, a 5 times 500% greater sale, because they actually solved the customer's problems, not just sold a product. That's the point. Don't just go in asking questions to sell a product. You're actually going in to solve a problem. You're looking to create a package of solutions. Listen, I've gone on long enough. You want to find out more about POMVIC, you want to find out more about sales systems and sales processes, and asking the hard questions and practicing it so the hard questions in fact become the easy questions, and the questions that actually generate real revenue and real sales. Do touch base with us. That's what I love to do. Why? Because I was so bad at it myself, and I wanted to get better and better at it. And the good thing about neuroplasticity in the brain and to be able to practice these things, when you practice them, you can turn old bad habits into new good habits. It's not about teaching old dogs new tricks, because you're not an old dog for a start off. You actually are a human being with an ever-evolving brain if you put yourself in a learning situation, and if your ego says, hey, I want to get better at this. Want to find out more? Touch base, pdcgroup.com, leefarnell.com, or just email me, give me a call. I look forward to helping you. There's so much we can do. Thanks for listening. I'm Lee Farnell. This is Leading Your Best Life.